I don't want to cut our commitment to education. I wanted to make it more effective and efficient. And by the way, I've had that experience. I don't just talk about it. I've been there.
My philosophy has been, I will take ideas from anybody, Democrat or Republican, as long as they're advancing the cause of making middle-class families stronger and giving ladders of opportunity into the middle class. That's how we cut taxes for middle-class families and small businesses. That's how we cut $1 trillion of spending that wasn't advancing that cause.
Well, we know exactly what President Obama and Mr. Mitt Romney said during the debate, but what sort of messages did maybe they send with their gestures and their looks and so forth? We are joined tonight by Susan Constantine. She is a body language expert, and Dr. Eric Shaw, a professor and a debate coach out at Rollins College. Very good of you both to join us tonight. Dr. Small, the first thing I want to show you is this. The very first moment when the candidates first walked onto the stage, the one thing that I noticed is, okay, they come out, they're very, very nice, but this is sort of a power play. Who's going to be the very first one to break grip? And you know what I mean? Do you talk about this with your students? Don't go to the podium first. Don't do that. You want to be the first one to wave to everybody.
Yes, we absolutely talk about it. In addition to talking about power play, we talk about smiling, looking confident, and speaking in a way that's inspirational.
Yeah.
I think President Obama is excellent at this, and of course it came through in many of his comments.
Yeah, he does. He smiles and he's very confident, but I think, Susan, you and I were talking about it. You and I noticed something that seemed not so much of the Obama that we know. He was looking down. He was never looking at Mr. Romney, and Mr. Romney was, you know, power playing him completely, just a bead right on him. What was going on there?
He completely overpowered him. It was quite obvious from the minute he walked out there, and even watching Michelle before even President Obama walked out, you could see the fear in their eyes, the concern. And when Obama walked out, and of course they did the presidential, you know, the little patting on the back and so forth, but you also will notice too that one foot's always kind of back. So it's kind of like, let me come back, I'm not going to give you all of you. And then when we're watching it through the presidential debate, that Obama is just breaking eye contact. He's not even looking at him. And so he felt very small. He looked like a shrinking violet to me, that no matter what he said, that he just looked over Obama, that he had the complete power over him. There was no doubt in my mind that Romney certainly felt very much in control here, and Obama could feel that he was being overpowered, and he kind of shrunk. His gestures became very small. He held them very close to his body, where Romney was much more expansive, and he would punctuate on certain points.
He also, I think Mr. Romney was, he needed that. He needed to come out swinging. I guess that answers that question. Dr. Small, let me ask you about this, because a lot is going to be made of the fact that the two of them, they just went right over Jim Lehrer like he was a speed bump on a rural road. You know what I mean?
Right, yes.
And I think Mr. Romney really set the tone for that. Does that read as aggressive, or does it read as petulant?
See, you're absolutely right. He started off very aggressive, and I think it's because he felt that he needed to be aggressive in this first debate and sort of to establish himself. The problem with doing that is sometimes it might come off as if he's desperate. And so we talked in the earlier segment about frustration and a little bit of desperation. So you do want to come out aggressive, but you don't want to stay aggressive, and you certainly don't want to speak over the person who's attempting to moderate the debate.
Well, the format was completely thrown out the window at some point during the evening. I found it a very entertaining way to do the debate, because the two of them could spar. They could go back and forth, but there was no, you get 2 minutes, you get 2 minutes, and so forth. Susan, I know you're going to be speaking a lot about this in the coming days, and folks can be continually watching for you. And Dr. Small, we appreciate you coming in tonight as well. Thank you both very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.